Alright, so we're going to use this video to go through the questions of 3J. So question 2, write down the bearings in these diagrams. Alright, so remember, we start at north and we work our way clockwise. So for 2A, just open up your textbook so if you can't see the drawing. So, and then you turn clockwise until you reach that line. So bearing for that is 70 degrees, and we're just going to write it like that. Next one, start at north, go all the way, that's 90, plus another 40. So I'm going to write 90 plus 40. Next one, start at north again, work our way around, 180 plus 75, which is 55, I think. Last one, work our way around, start at north, work your way clockwise, 270 plus 62. You'll get 332 degrees. Cool. Question 4. Bushwalker walks 4 kilometers on a bearing from point A to point B. How far east? Okay, so he walks. So I'm going to do question 4. I'm going to use my middle of my page. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to draw a cross. So on a bearing of 55. So 55 goes about there. 55 is there. So 55. My bearing walks 4 kilometers. So from here to, we'll say there. From point A, so that's A, and to point B. How far east is point B from A? Okay, so I just have to complete my triangle. I'm just going to use the one down here. You're welcome to use the one at top, like I mentioned earlier in class. Yeah, so north, and this direction make 90 degrees, so we know it's a right angle triangle. 90 take away 55 will be 35. I want to work out how far what is it? Find out how far east point B is from point A. So point B is obviously on the east of A. How much east is it? So we just got to look at north, east, southwest. So east is this way. So the distance from here to here is how far B is east. I know it sounds really weird, because you think it's not really east, it should be this distance here, but this distance is then how far northeast it is. So imagine B is down here now. It's just, you just move B down imaginarily, and it's here, so the distance that from there to there, and I'm going to name it X. I have a triangle now, right angle triangle. I've got, so like I said, right circle toe at the top, opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse. So I've got A, because I've got an X and I've got H, so that's going to be cos 35 equals X on 4. X equals 4 times cos 35, and all I did was I just multiplied 4 to both sides. Calculator. So 4 times cos 35, 3.27. Cool. Alright, it's done. And I'm going to jump to question 8. So I did ask to do question 6, but I think it's pretty similar, so let's jump to question 8. A speedboat travels... Oh wait, no, that's question 6. A fishing boat starts from point O and sails 60 kilometers on a bearing of 140 to point B. So I'm drawing my cross here, which is, what is it? Starts at point O, so that's O. Sails 60 on a bearing of 140. So you sail 60, but we don't know which direction until it tells us 140. So you start at north. So 140 is roughly there. That will be roughly 60 kilometers. So I know the whole thing's 140, so I can write 140 there, but I can just be smart about it. That's 90. That will have to be 50. And you can assume that from north to east is 90 degrees. So it's there. So then draw another cross here. I just like to draw a cross at every one of my points. It's just habit. How far east of its starting point is the boat to the nearest kilometer? So the boat is now at B. How far east of the starting point, so kind of like from the starting point, is the boat? So I'm going to draw my triangle again. So B is on the east of O, right? It's on the right side. how far right is it? Okay, so we don't want diagonally right, we want the straight right, which is from here to here. How far east is it? X is there. That's the one I want because that's how far east B is from O. Then what is it? So I've got 50 there. And remember, this east here is parallel to the east over here. Yeah, all norths will be always the same thing, so all the east will be the same as well. That's I'm gonna use alternate angles and write 50 there. Okay, so now I've got opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse. Once again, I've got adjacent and a hypotenuse. So I'm gonna do cos 50 equals adjacent x over 60. X equals just times 60 both sides. And that makes sense. 60 is the hypotenuse, so this number is smaller than that, and it's roughly correct. Alright. Okay. What is the so how far east of the starting point is a kilometer? So that's the answer. What is the bearing? So that was A. B. What is the bearing of B from O? So what do I write? Bearing of B. Wait, not B, is it? Of O, sorry. From B. So like I said, you gotta look at the word from. From B. That means we start at B and we start at north and then we go all the way around till we reach the line that connects these two. So from there to there. We know that's 50 already, so it's just 270 degrees because we've done 3 quadrants already, plus 50. And that's 320 degrees. That's the bearing.